Of course, there's also an issue of end financing. The Bank Negara at the moment is very, very adamant that we should slow down the loan given by banks, commercial banks, to house buyers. Correct? Which I think is a wrong strategy. Although I understand why they wanted it that way, because they wanted to solve the issue of Malaysia having one of the highest household debts in the world. That might be true, but I think Bank Negara should be looking into other debts which I thought could be resolved. Things like credit cards, things like car. But housing is an investment, all right? So you should, and it's also a good debt, hutang yang baik, because it's actually your house. Yeah, we've been talking about this. We haven't got a favorable answer from Bank Negara. So hopefully, when the Deputy Prime Minister has already mentioned that they need to be relooked at some of the issues in housing industry, then I hope he will be thinking about this as well. Yeah, that's why I was suggesting a dedicated housing bank. You must remember the the commercial banks. They don't want to go and give you. It's messy for them just to give you 100,000, 200,000 ringgit. They would prefer you to ask to borrow 100 million rather than 100,000. The reason is because the return is not going to be as good if you borrow compared to if you borrow 100 million. And secondly, the paperwork is the same. So they would rather go and entertain those high net worth value. But my point to them is that when someone buys, say, affordable housing, or rather PPR, Project Perumahan Rakyat, the value of that house, the construction cost is probably about, on average, about 160,000. But we are selling to the poor people at 35,000 only. So imagine, government is actually giving you a property worth easily worth 160, 200,000, correct? But you only have to pay 35,000.
So that's already subsidized.
Exactly. But even at 35,000, some of these people go to the banks and ask for a loan 35,000. They don't get it because there's a standing instruction from Bank Negara to tighten the borrowing of the households. Yeah?